A surprising discovery about winning at slots is what happens next. Slots enthusiasts suddenly find they can't keep their winnings. What? I'll explain why that is, then your best way to leave with your winnings. But first comes the wins, then the keeping it part. Let's say you play slots in Mesquite on the Nevada-Arizona border, an hour's drive northeast of Las Vegas. Mesquite casinos are 5 minutes from your home, making them easy to visit. Perhaps you've taken my course and you've noticed something. During the week, when a few locals are at the casino, you see a lot of hand-paid jackpots. And during the weekend, when crowds of out-of-town players arrive from Arizona and Utah, you don't see nearly as many hand-paid jackpots. Fewer players are winning during the week. Many players are losing during the weekend. Is that real? It sure is. And it's not just happening in Mesquite, but Reno and Las Vegas too, which means it's at every city in Nevada. If you're interested in a winning slot strategy for Nevada's casinos, realize what I've told you is just the beginning. When do out-of-towners start showing up? It's not Saturday morning, but rather around noon on Friday. And when do they leave? Not Sunday, but rather Monday morning. And watching for when the odds of winning at slots are turned way down matters. So you still have some work to do to optimize this strategy, and that's okay. My job is not to give you fish, but to teach you to fish. And with this Nevada strategy, I'm teaching you to fish in a desert. I started pre-selling my online course in early 2021. It did well, indicating how much slots enthusiasts needed it. So I then went ahead and created the course. It launched in May that year. Yes, lots of dedicated hardcore fans read, watch, or listen to my free content on my website, podcast, and here on my YouTube channel. But who has time for all that free content? I have hundreds of videos, hundreds of articles, and hundreds of podcast episodes, and more coming out every week. My course, 30 Days to Play Slots Smarter and Win, explains how to win at slots. It's not rocket science, but there are many myths and misunderstandings out there on the internet trying to confuse everyone else. For instance, most people don't keep gambling records, but I encourage them to do so, even offering spreadsheet templates as a course bonus. But since launching my course, participants are starting to see the long-term value of those notes, and have begun taking even better notes because of the value they've gotten from them already. Like so many other winning slot concepts, keeping notes is easy, but too few slots enthusiasts knew this before taking my course. And there are many other easy yet so valuable things offered in the class. Figuring out how to win is easy, and assuming your casinos are letting you win, you do so. But getting out is hard. Winning becomes easy once you learn how casinos and slot machines work. But you've noticed that now that you're winning, you're not able to get your winnings out of the casino with you. Is this what you're seeing? Yes? No? Share what happens to you with a comment below. You know why if you're not having a hard time leaving with your winnings. Because of your prior life experiences. And practice, practice, practice. A good pair of running shoes. A lockable wallet, a spouse who holds onto your winnings for you. Whatever works. But few slots enthusiasts know what works for them. Far too many are losing. Not losing right away, but first winning at slots, then losing it all. Ouch. During my paid consultations, sometimes clients tell me they lose at slots. And I ask them, do you win but want to reduce your losses, or do you not win at all? Because those are two separate issues. If only they could get all their winnings out of the casinos. It's well known that slots are casinos' biggest moneymaker. As my audience increases, you'll start to negatively impact the world's gaming industry. You'll start to negatively impact casino profits. But not if you win and then can't leave the casino with your winnings. Winnings and then losing it all doesn't negatively impact casino profits. Now, I'm not out to hurt casino profits. I just don't much care if that happens. My job is to help you win and leave with your winnings. You want to win at slots, but after you do, you need to keep your winnings. So how do you learn to leave with your winnings? I think the best way is to ask someone you know how to do it. Your spouse, your cousin, other family members, neighbors. Ask someone whom you know and trust works best. But often friends, family, and acquaintances don't know how either. If not people close to you, where do you go? I'm honored that many of you have chosen me. But unlike your friends and family, I can't go with you to the casino and physically get you and your winnings out of the casino. From a distance, I can only suggest a good pair of running shoes, a lockable wallet, or maybe that your spouse holds onto your winnings for you. Whatever works for you. And practice, practice, practice. I give these strategies to you freely, like I've caught a fish for you and I'm handing it over for you to eat. More, I cook that fish for you and serve it with grilled vegetables and a nice wine. But holding my knowledge hostage for money would make you dependent on me. I don't want that. Instead, I want to teach you to fish. That's why I have so much free content on my website, here on my YouTube channel, and in my podcast. One easy lesson for 30 days presented in a step-by-step process instead of hundreds of hours of loosely organized free content. With my course, 30 Days ways to play slots smarter and win, you're not paying for the content. You're paying for an easy, convenient, and effective learning process. So you can catch your own fish, even in a desert like Nevada. It's not wise to run in a crowded casino, so what does it mean to have a good pair of running shoes? It means to leave. Just leave. Win and then leave, whether you've planned to do that or not. Get out. Get out! What works for me? I use a pocket of my jeans, which I've trained myself to consider deposit only while at the casino. It took practice until it became a habit for me. But this may not work for you. Maybe your solution is to carry around a messenger bag like poker players. The most important thing is to use whatever works. Ideas are endless, and mentioning too many of them adds to the burden of choosing between them. Just pick one, then practice using it until you get good at it. It can take a while. If you fail, forgive yourself and try again. With my deposit-only pocket habit, I failed at first, but I'd get closer to the casino exit over 5 to 6 tries with winnings in my pocket. Practice is a real thing when building a habit. So pick a way to keep your winnings and practice until you do it successfully. Good luck! If winning is easy, why don't you know how? To find out, I highly recommend this video on why the gaming industry, including entertainment slots channels, has set you off in the wrong direction on your slots journey.